Wi-Fi together, baby. Here we go again. You ready? Yeah. I got my snow bunnies up for this. You know what? Nah, you know this matter involves the culture. Let me go ahead and get my quiches. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me go ahead and change the background. I might need my quiches for this right here. Anyway, my name is Six Paps, Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, if you watching this, listen. If you here, you home. Don't worry about it. Thank me later. Hope you're good. Hope you're all doing well out there. You know, so this is Six Paps TV. Don't mind me. I'm just a man who gave himself like mad jobs, and one of my jobs is helping you improve your relationships to people, places, and things. Specifically, your relationship to winning. Yeah. We be over here getting to it. Really, I shouldn't do a show. Really, I shouldn't say nothing right now, and maybe I should wait till tomorrow. But it can't wait till tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna get into it right now. Y'all know how we do here. This is Six Pass TV. Your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, if you happen to be watching this part of the video, but y'all know how we do, man. We don't just jump into the drawing. We go ahead and play a few tunes before we start the show, man. Let's do I'm learning this record right here. Shit called, I don't got no name really. The name of the beat is Wham, but fuck, we're gonna do it real quick. Learn my lesson with the fucking pressing, baby. Pressing. You ain't got a girl, I'm with my dog. Try to get along, baby. Fuck is going on, baby? Fuck is going on, baby? So I can chop it down your bitch ass, chop it down your bitch ass, bossed up your bitch ass from Six Paps to the big bag, hoes reach on some loser shit, feel like Nas with cruising bitch, you can hate me now but I do this shit, a loser nigga, lose a bitch, if I send the wire show stupid shit, gotta send pics from doing movies with, you seducing me, I'll seduce the bitch, who you with those furs on them hoes, tell them when it's coming faces for the repercussion, hell nah, you ain't got the stomach, you ain't solid hoe, you ran off on me, now I'm glad you ran off, on my pole so that I ain't good with you, I still question since it was good with you, thug out on the bando nigga, I bet on myself like Fandu nigga, rest in peace Kevin Sandler nigga, I wrote this shit in the bando nigga, dog. Cash flow like I'm from home. Cash flow like I'm from home. Yo. Half of the hub back in minimum wage. Too many YNs got feminine ways. Why your song get minimum plays? Your bitch told me you been on my plate. Broke niggas saying shit that I hate. My bro gets the well be fucked and takes how you broke. Wanna be the 1%. I pay bad dudes. I ain't humble niggas. A death match like Bumble nigga. Move this word can rumble nigga. Young OG, same OG. On your timeline trying to stay low key. Had that man, now you don't know me. Matter of fact, you don't gotta know me. Wish I had the 6 passes. I was young nigga. Neil Green, my color. I'm the one nigga I be. Wish I believe you sooner. Things happen for a reason. I like this future. I told you my baby is not gonna salada. Cause of my baby, I'm covered in honor. First not to the Coca-Cola. Next page, turn little mama. Give you 30 days before I dropped on you. You act like I had to drop on you. First I should've called the cops on you. Let my Muslim boy mix a lot on you. Got the formula, make them hold on you. Saudi Arabians pay me in oil. I ain't sacrificed the tip of your pussy. Remain the prize. You the back to let me them side orders with the wild order. Maybe a minute they kept it so long. Me and Lil Mama got matching pajamas, Gucci pajamas. We in a cabana, bust down young Tatiana. Cause of my baby, I'm covered in honor. Argue with me, argue with your mom. You mad at me, but you mad at your father. Dogs get bad with the ill 9. I felt like Usher Papa's collar. Oh, yeah. Cash flow like I'm from Harlem. Cash flow like I'm from yeah. Drawing the blame, man. I done run my shit, but I do give a switch to the Space Jam. I done run my shit, but I do give a switch to the Space Jam. What you feel? Yo, I'm at you, go give scholarships out. Smoking a cookie, the Oscar, the garage, bad one. Glued to my side, 500 beds that can swallow a possible rah like a dungeon dragon. Lights the cat, nigga, pants and sagging. Black G-Man with the bitch with the wagon. Cave your chest like Ben Lad. Let your man be a man with a cost with the rent. Fuck you, been to me, call with the rent. Late night, know you got the money, I sent you. I cuss ass out on fucking potential. Move by faith, right while I need it, man. Worry about shit, I don't need you to believe me. Baby in my lap like DDG. She get ahead of herself, she get a DDT. Swinging shade of building, don't bear fruit. Pay my money is worth it, no bet that it got proof. Last one standing, last one young, wanna feel my emotions. I don't kill my emotions, still got motion. I move in slow motion. Bags around me, feel like an ocean. Who lyrics she quoting? The box is head, they feel like he's broken. I feel my emotions. I know what I need, I'm not in the moment. I told my bro I got one life to live. One made it 6 wild, then thousands of kids. She was from jail, but she moved to Jersey. Bitch plotting on me, she the new shirt. Covered in gold like the old Jersey. I'm done with mercy, bitch had mercy. Never dawned on me. Want me to lose, makes more sense, maybe do what you do. One last thing, go fuck yourself. No step every season, I accumulate wealth. Every rich nigga done being broke before. I done took losses, got smoked before. Nigga D-boy down so dope no more. What I bet that shit coast to coast no more. I smack them up and get it in with these niggas. Nah, I ain't friendly with niggas. Got more shit, that's true. Swinging shade of building, don't bear fruit. Pay my money is worth it, no bet that it got proof. Last one standing, last one y'all wanna feel my emotions. I'm killing my emotions, still got motion. I move in slow motion. Bags around me, feel like an ocean. Who lyrics she quoting? The box is headed, feel like he broken. I feel my emotions. I know what I need, I'm not in the moment. Think I'm the way in. Drawing the blank, man. I'm on my shit, but I think you motherfuckers missing the Space Jam. I do give us what's in the Space Jam. What you feel? Alright, man. Okay. We are here. It's time to have a long talk about who y'all are and who some of you are. Maybe it's not all of you. Maybe it's just a few of you, but it's a lot of you out there, okay? So what we seeing going on now, this situation is very much like the Kendrick and Drake situation, right? People who are in a certain mindset and people who buy into certain ideas, specifically like the idea, like the concept of being pro-black. Upon further review, when niggas actually use their brain, we figured out, oh shit, every nigga who has ever been like pro-black or supposed to be pro-black is not actually pro-black. Let that sit. That's it. Do I have a sound for that? If I have a sound for that, hold on.
I snap my fingers. You'll forget that you were ever gay.
I was never gay.
Exactly.
Wait, no, stop.
Yes.
No, stop. You can't. I was never gay.
Okay.
No, I was never gay.
Sure.
You can't just state something.
On my Keisha. and I put that on all my Keishas. You understand? Kicking that shit. Anyway, so it's a lot of y'all, right? And to me personally, I'm gonna be just unfiltered about it. In my estimation, a lot of people, and maybe some people don't, a lot of y'all don't really relate to glory. You don't relate to like having glorious moments. You're not really out here making anything happen. You've never had no one cheer for you. You never had nobody root for you, and that's because you haven't done anything for anyone to root for you for, or you haven't given anyone to anything to champion. Listen, I'm a strong believer that if you really want to, you can be him in your own right. You just got to know your range and and find your lane. You know what I mean? But guys, all right, why is all this relevant? It's relevant because on this channel, I can't help but to always want to look at shit from the perspective of like winners and losers mindset. And I bring up the Kendrick and Drake thing because like for people, if you're a nigga who got motion, if you out here having new beginnings, if you on a journey, you want the soundtrack for that journey. If your mind is on how can I get to $1 million, I want to hear music that's efficient. I want to hear music that has a feel to it. I want to hear music that has a setting to it, as in you can play this somewhere. You want to hear this again, right? But the more that you are unsuccessful, that you'll actually, because unsuccessful people buy into more unsuccessful music. You know what I mean? So like, for example, backpack music, boom bap music, right? So like what Kendrick does, what conscious rappers do is kind of like being Michael Myers, right? Is anyone really ever questioning how good of a killer is Michael Myers or just any of these characters? That character is in their own thing. They're not really actually in competition or ever coexisting with other like actual like killers and whatnot until we do a crazy Jason versus Freddy movie, you know what I'm saying, which is just wild, right? Or a Predator versus Alien movie, right, where you're combining two, different concepts, and you actually get to see it. But what Kendrick does, where like Drake is like a multiversal being, whereas like Drake can be anywhere, he can rap on anything, he can be a part of any kind of song, whereas like Kendrick, he has a lane, he has a world, right? This is what he does. It's like all right, again, like you're like Freddy, you know what I'm saying? Whereas like Drake is like Predator. Whereas like Predator goes to every planet and do the same thing, which is hunt people. You know what I mean? But when I get that analogy, it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's just that everyone has their lane and has a thing that they do. Everyone doesn't. It's not necessarily a thing where it's in. Well, you can compare it to other people. Because I always say, listen, when it comes to Kendrick and really anyone who makes that kind of music, I'm bringing this up because let's say it's Mobb Deep. Let's say Little Brother, right? Little Brother. So the other day I saw a post when someone says, this is what people think Drake actually sounds like. And they were playing the Fonte verse. Nigga, it's Fonte, but a part of being in the fan base of any one of these niggas is that you make it your business to compare them to actually successful artists who people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? But that also, but for hip hop in general, that really works because culturally, it's a concerted effort by the whole community, and we all get activated and energized for it. And what is that? What is that activity? That activity is shitting on black men. That activity is hating on black men. And no matter what, if you want to get black folks united, listen, all you got to do is just point to a black man that's smart. Barack Obama, come to find out, Barack Obama, and you got black women who still be saying shit like, oh, Michelle helped Barack get elected. Michelle did that. Michelle's running the country. Think of what? Michelle did the Dougie. Okay? I'm making rice, man. I'm going to be right back. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and play a video. Let's go ahead to our first piece of evidence. I'm going to let that John play a few different times. Actually, no, fuck it. We're gonna go ahead and, because I wanted to play for a second, and I gotta run to the kitchen. So I'm going to let this play from Fawcett Media. I wanted to play the part where Corey is saying some really after. So basically, what we're getting into is the Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels situation. But matter of fact, we go ahead and start here. You know what I mean? Because this is where this all started at, okay?
Don't put no fucking shit on me, nigga. I'm from Detroit. Say I suck it. I'm right here, right now.
I just before I even watched this, I thought it was like even because everybody on the internet was like, no, it was about even. Like, half of the people were saying Anton, didn't, Anton won it. Other half were saying Corey won it. But in terms of the man-to-man conflict, yeah, that was a clear W. Corey took that. That was a clear W.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. I like Saint, but I know Saint be doing content. And listen, he entitled to his opinion, right? So last week, Anton was on Corey Holcomb's 5150 show. So Corey is a comedian. The format of his show is he kicks it. He's having a stream of consciousness, a few people to bounce some ideas off of. And, from time to time when he's going viral, it's because maybe, he's having a good thought. Corey Holcomb is not someone who can sit down and have a back and forth with someone who's an intellectual or who's smart. Like, there's a limit to what he can talk about and what conversations he can have. So, and y'all don't like hearing this shit because y'all want niggas to be a monolith. It's like, yo, there is hierarchy. One of the reasons why a lot of black men, you have a hard time with navigating the world, and black folks in general, you have a hard time navigating the world. That's why, especially like with like relationships, like you see like with like black women, right? Like, it's an offensive thing to say anything in regard, basically to ever acknowledge who you actually are, like what you can actually do. Like, could you imagine how crazy I would look if I really like talked like and really felt like I could play as good as LeBron? You know what I mean? Now I'm an old nigga. I gotta use an old nigga reference, but you get what I'm saying, right? I would sound crazy thinking that I could play, or if he was here, or if I caught him in a game of 1-on-1, if I caught him at the local park. See LeBron shooting around, I could just challenge him and take him on. I would sound crazy, but that's the delusion. That's the level of coddling that's expected in the community when it comes to the women. To the point where I can show you a video right now. Matter of fact, where this girl is trespassed from her ex-boyfriend's house, and she shows up there. I'm saying, unprompted and whatnot.
We'll come back and get you.
Apartment after he reports an argument.
Yeah, I had a trespassing before, but that's not a mistake.
So why would you let her come back?
Stupid.
But
Ma'am, hold up.
So she was getting ready to pull off to begin with. All right. So she showed up to the boyfriend's house to harass him and whatnot. You want to find out later on that she came. Matter of fact, we're going to play the whole thing. She came to the house, put her hand over the peephole, and basically came in there. Right. And it's not clear who called who, but she was trespassed from even coming onto that property. Not supposed to be there whatsoever. And it's known, and she knows that if she goes there, that if the cops catch her there, she can be arrested. So they have a bit of a restraining order. So she claims that he has her Oculus. Now I don't know what girl has an Oculus. You know what I'm saying? Especially not the girl wearing a bonnet. You know what I'm saying? That's new sash right there. You know what I'm saying? That's
New sash.
you know what I mean? That's what we doing.
That's what we doing right now.
You know what I mean?
You think I have somebody I love in the bricks?
Not in the bricks right now.
Officers are called to a man's apartment after he reports an argument. They show up and find his ex-girlfriend outside in her car with a story that gets more confusing by the second.
So it was her and the guy I just talked to who complained.
Off the rip, we see a bonnet. That means she's on demon time. That means she is possessed. That means there is no reasoning with them. Let me tell you something right now. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you are confronted by a black woman with a bonnet, be completely still or just get down on the ground and curl into a ball. My bad. I'm supposed to get some rice. I'm gonna let this play for a little bit, okay? Hold tight.
Just wants to get her stuff.
An Oculus.
Okay.
So he's no.
So you got a bonnet and an Oculus?
He's mad. He got caught up. I'm just tired of him. So I just want my things, and he's acting like.
What do you have in there that you would need to get out?
I just bought an Oculus. I want my Oculus back. I spent $350 on that. I took all my clothes and stuff when I was up here the other day, but I just want my Oculus in.
Okay. What's the apartment number?
202. He's the one I just talked to, and he's like, I don't know where they are. So he was arguing.
Oh, okay. All right. Just stay where you at. We'll come back and get you, so we can get your stuff. Do you have identification? Yeah, that's identify her officially.
He's not trying to talk to y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we'll get you.
But he's the one who called the police.
So you would think that I am now interacting with the police. First of all, who knows who actually owns this vehicle or who this car belongs to or whatnot. So she has taken somebody's car because this is a brand new car. And one would think, all right, now I'm talking to the cops. Maybe I should take off my bonnet. I would never have a whole conversation wearing my do-rag with the cops about some serious stuff, and I want you to believe me. First and foremost, if you're not from the hood, these is all hood nigga tactics. Really, they crackhead tactics, and that's how you know to look out for them. Because everyone, if you've been on foot and you had to be on foot a lot while living in the hood, you've been confronted with either a crackhead or two or someone of similar fiendish activity. So this is fiendish activity. What she's doing is controlling the flow of energy and emotion in the interaction off the rip by already being emotional. So that disarms her. It disarms the cops a little bit because it's like, oh shit, you seem upset and everything. Like what can we do? Or maybe maybe that's just where they are by the time they get there. Maybe she didn't start out crying. But this is the thing that people will do in order to kind of get you to move in the direction they want. Always pay attention to how fast someone's being confrontational with you, or someone seems impatient with you. When it seems as though it's going straight there, that person has a desired result, or maybe it's a piece of shit, or maybe they're crazy. But usually that person has a desired result or desired reaction they want to get from you when they start off this way. But anyway, long story short, you're gonna see her get dragged out of a car in a minute. So
I was gonna get it without y'all because I'm not even lying. I hate being involved with y'all because I know. The last time I ended up going to jail for being his. So I was not trying to get y'all involved at all. But he know that I don't deal like them with the police. I guess he call y'all to.
He sound like the police is crazy.
Maybe go away or something like that. But
he just told us he heard arguing. He didn't even mention he was involved. So.
Yeah, he didn't tell us that.
Is this your car, Don? Is this registered to you?
No, it's my brother's car.
What I tell you, what I'll tell you, dance part with Beyonce.
With Beyonce.
Uh-huh.
Dance party with Beyonce.
Donations, nigga.
Donation. You think I have somebody I love in the bricks?
She in the bricks right now.
Do you have your driver license with you?
I don't have nothing with me. But I'm gonna have my mom come get it because they talk and he's more calm with my mom. So I'm gonna see if she'll come get it. Because I don't like being involved with y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. And that's why he called y'all.
I already talked to him, so I may as well go back up there and see if he's willing to give it to me.
I doubt it because he didn't even want to tell you that it was him arguing. Even though they called y'all. Like,
Can you get?
Well, yeah. So he called the cops on you. She keep making it sound like it's not what it is. This is confusing me. I'm forgetting why I even brought this up because she got me so goddamn confused. These be people who got kids, yo. These be people who be watching kids. These be the kind of people that you gotta trust. You gotta trust in the community. So this right here is a clear. Listen, this woman is a demon in his life. This woman is a spirit in his life that continues to haunt this poor soul, this poor man. Broke nigga activity. I think it's probably broke nigga activity. You know what I mean? Because she came in the bonnet like this. It's broke nigga activity.
Broke nigga activity. Feeling what you want is a broke nigga activity.
Whole ass activity. Anyway, so let's fast forward to the conversation with old boy.
You can go to jail for that.
She hasn't been here at my house.
Sure is that?
Yeah, that's time out. Because I just came in with a backpack. I could show you. I literally just came from my girlfriend's house in Eustis. She lives right next to Tony's Pizza. Right there in the green, with the green apartment.
What's your name?
Sherrod.
If she never been at your house, how is her clothing? She said, I just got my clothes out the house the other day.
I'm trying to tell you, though, that's a false statement. She has no Oculus here. She has no clothes here. You can come here and check.
I don't know. Listen. We don't know your girlfriend. So it's not that we're going to tell your girlfriend, look, your ex was at your house. We have no idea who your girlfriend is right now. What we're trying to see is, like, this is kind of confusing because she was here. She was the one begging on your door. Let me be honest with you what's happening, okay? But she was, listen for a second. She was the one begging on your door. You don't want the argument, so you call law enforcement to get her out of here, okay? We got that. It's clear. There's no mysterious thing happened here. Someone was arguing but somewhere around your house, and then the Oculus is in your house. You've never been in your house. None of that. Okay, let's cut to the gist. I don't have time for that, man. Let's cut it, okay? You're not in trouble. She's not in trouble. There's no reason to lie to law enforcement right now. So let's not do that. Let's be an adult.
That's it.
Okay? Be honest with me. You have no reason to lie, so don't lie.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, now tell me the truth.
I promise you. Listen, I literally just got back here. If you listen to the call that I made, I'm telling the people it's somebody covering the people. It's somebody coming, knocking at my door.
That's her. That was her.
Correct, but if the people was covered, I can't see them.
Okay, well, that was her.
I was not engaged.
Because she was trying to get her stuff.
God damn. So this is the part where we talked about they didn't interact. She didn't come inside. She came to his house, knocked on the door, and covered the peephole so he hold answer the door. It was her plan. Again, that bonnet energy, bro. The bonnet possessed her, and if she never put that bonnet on, she would have made it to astronaut school. You know what I'm saying? And would have got a warm embrace. What? My warm embrace.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
That's
thank you so much.
That's the thing.
Nigga said, whoa. Anywho, so yeah, man. So broke nigga activity. So it's a few things going on here. First of all, sabotage. Also, I said before, she basically thinks it's in her power. It's her right to basically keep harassing this man and causing mischief and all types of shit. Not only that, lying to the cops, right? Which can always go left for someone if you lie to the cops about something that a man is doing. Now, luckily, she didn't tell no crazy big lie, nothing like that. But all these things are going on, right? And but this is, you're looking at the situation. It's like, why is this going on? And again, this is a common activity in the black community, which is fucking with black men, trying to make black men look crazy. You understand? So we're gonna go ahead and get into the whole conclusion. He gonna explain that she was trespassed and whatnot, right? So she drives away before the cops can come downstairs.
The male officer catches up with the woman. She stops, so he gets out of his car and is about to head towards her. She pulls off, prompting him to get back in his car and proceed more aggressively. She quickly stops again, so he goes to her car and he asks her to exit the vehicle repeatedly for around 30 seconds before the body camera audio activates.
So she came there to harass this man with no shoes on, the pajama. Listen, if you love your family, I'm serious about this. If you love your family, if you love the women in your life, do not let them wear no bonnet. Do not allow for this. If this combination occurs, it's going to be the infinity stones of just being a ratchet dame, a ratchet broad. If the bonnet, the Crocs, the mismatched socks, and pajama pants come together, you will have a problem on your hands hitherto and undreamed of. Okay, you will be missing funds. Mr. Sugar out your cabinet. The hot water gonna stop working. It's going to get crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that. If you can talk about my career, then I could talk about your life. Yes, and it should be.
So anyway, so she about to wild out, and get crazy and all that, right? So another thing we want to show you is this is not I'm saying normal, but this is a thing that happens where someone could be completely in the wrong, but because things have gone too far and they got too emotional and things got out of hand, now they find themselves in a crazy situation. Right? So going back to the conversation with Corey Holcomb and Anton, right? This whole thing started because Corey Holcomb, they were having a conversation. Corey Holcomb didn't actually have anything to talk to Anton about. He's not necessarily someone who could have a back and forth. Anton has thousands of hours of having, I'm saying not thousands, but at least 1,000 hours of having back and forth with people online and also in person. Right? So when you're used to that, not only that, he's used to having conversations with people who do not agree with him. Right? Which takes a different level of maturity. And again, this is Six Paths TV. On this channel, we talk about growing the fuck up. So he's well versed in that. He has a lot of experience in that. That's one of the reasons why Corey is not really an opponent for him. Because the whole time, I'm not saying that he's reacting perfectly to everything he does, right? But in this back and forth, in this situation, you can see how Anton is maintaining the line of logic. Also, Anton is also responding in kind and matching energy. And again, I'm not saying that he handled things perfectly, but I think he handled them as good as he can for the cameras to be on. Corby said to him, you be kissing white man's ass. Basically, he's trying to call my Uncle Tom. Basically, he's trying to play into only niggas, only bottom of the barrel, can't think for yourself ass niggas give into attacks like coon or any inferring of basically you're a coon, you're how can I put it? You do anything for white people. You love white people, this and that, right? And it has kind of grown to a mindset of, and this goes on in the community, we don't realize, you create your own version of racism. Shout out to Angry Man. It's just his talking point. Angry Man always points this out, that we create our own culture of racism, because a part of it is the fact that you believe that you can't be racist, which is just like very, very like convenient. And when people define racism, it's not defined by everyone but black people, or if you're black, excuse me, there's no way that you could be racist. It's like, no, that's not the point. Being racist is about you having very negative prejudices towards a group of people without knowing them and engaging and believing and perpetuating negative stereotypes about people. And I mean, which for the most part, you niggas do that more than anyone else. Like there is no need for any terrorist group to come looking for you to try to stop you, to get in your way. For the most part, black women do an excellent job of making sure we don't get nowhere. Because again, the girl you saw in that video, you seeing her come through Corey. You seeing Corey's not acting no different. Corey is wrong. Not so much wrong, but it's like, bro, you took it there first, right? And so Anton's response after he says, you kissed the ass of white men, and the first thing he says is basically, you don't never talk about what you do wrong and what white men do wrong. Everyone talks about what white men do wrong. What you want to talk about? Don't we all that? It's not American culture is to shit on white men. What are you talking about? We always complain about white men. American culture is to complain about white men. Most people spend most of their time. People really keep it a buck with you, man. People love Trump because they love to have a white man to hate. Because that was the whole reasoning, is keeping it stacked with you. That was about 65% of the reasoning for people being anti-Trump was oh my God. A lot of it had to do with him being a white rich guy, a white old rich guy, right? And I look at his first campaign so differently, like this time around that I did the first time he ran, and think about what the entire thing meant, especially given, like, again, but back when I was broke, I mean too broke, I mean so broke that I had to be in an apartment with my baby mother getting the worst treatment ever. She told me, nigga, you don't need no hot meals. One time I had confronted my baby moms about, I was like, man, damn, like, because it wasn't like I was saying, yo, I want you to cook on a regular basis. I was like, damn, if you could just cook a few times a week, that would be great. It would be this thing where I remember after a while, like, I stopped cooking, or I wouldn't make dinner plans, or I wouldn't talk about getting no food, or I wouldn't make anything, because what started happening was she started looking at me to make all the food. I remember one time when I confronted her about the cooking situation, I wasn't even saying you had to make a lot. It was after a day of her being home all day, right? And I'm like, damn, like how come I can cook for you, but you can't come here and cook for me? You know what I mean? And again, this is how low, when you in a relationship, and this is why, sidebar for men in general, this is how you become a loser in a relationship. At that point in my life, right, if she would have made me some food, if she would have did what I asked her to do, I would still be with her. But also, I would have never became this ambitious. I would have never thought that I could become a millionaire. Because in my mind, not in my mind, in reality, I'm going to get there. I'm nice with this content shit. But anyway, again, everything is connected on just several different levels. So I burned it up because, I mean, at that point, I was so broke that's what I was dealing with. All right. And also that also was when my perspective was more liberal, because at that point you need women more. When you more broke, the more broke you is, the more you need a woman to have her ish together, versus when you have your ish together and you have your life plan, you get, it gets way more leverage, and you never have to deal with certain shit. Right. But anyway, but going back to what I was saying about just the link between, a lot of men don't be realizing when you being a hoe ass nigga. I'm not really saying that Corey's a hoe ass nigga, but Corey was drunk. He didn't really know what to do in the conversation except crash out and try to take it to a nigga level, and try to take it to a hood politic level where you say shit that kind of sound somewhat right, or it's going to sound right to someone who don't know nothing. That's his way of talking about politics. If in your mind, if we talking about politics, if we talking about what goes on in the black community, if you equate black people act like they got sense, black people not being crash outs, black people not being disrespectful, black people not, you're basically saying, I think you a sellout because you don't hate white people. And we also got to see that there's a certain mindset that need to be talked about, and we got to think about what kind of people talk like that. only really ghetto white black people talk like that. Only really bottom of the barrel, because again, the lower we get in income, the lower the vibration, and the more rudeness, the more anger, the more shortness, the more of this aggression. Because we gotta think about, listen, being broke makes you mad. I know. I get mad a lot, but I'm not nowhere near as broke as y'all. I mean, like, if I wanted to, I can go and do it for hours and hours and hours. You know why? Because it's my apartment. Y'all niggas got rooms. All right, they have a room. But anywho, so let's see where we at with this, man. All right, so this is where we started.
We can go back right now. We can go back right now. I'm with you.
Comedian Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels almost come to blows after some choice words from Anton Daniels during a heated debate.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males?
A terrible point. He's not here to give an example. He's not really, this is not going nowhere. This is based off of this is what real niggas do, right? And not only that, Corey in a roundabout way is saying our identity as black men and black people is being victims. Why you talking about them victims like that? Nigga, you not no victim. You are a victim of your own lack of will, nigga. You won't make your bed in the morning. Okay? Someone gotta motivate you to go buy new drawers. If you over 40 years old, watch me right now, you definitely. I put this on my quiches. Look at my quiches. They fine, ain't they? And they chocolate. I put that on my quiches. You got a jacket that you think is fly, that you bought 15 years ago. You still got that shit. You bring it out from time to time. Yo, man, I'm trying to tell you, you niggas ain't real right, man.
Who wanna fight? Who wanna fight? Who wanna fight? Who wanna fight? Who wanna fight?
Corey's point. Okay. Corey's point is based off of, all right, well, I don't feel like you're a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he wants to take the conversation to is, I don't feel like you're a real nigga, you know, and also for the white folks out there, I don't feel like you're with us. All right, or you're with the group. I don't feel as though you're with the hive. I feel as though you're off code in this shit right here. Like, no, nigga, he not off code. All right, matter of fact, we have to really establish what is the code. What the fuck are we talking about? Another thing too is another point I made in other videos was about what they both had on, which they both wasn't really dressed up. Anton wasn't dressed up. Corey wasn't dressed up, right? But in particular, right? And again, don't get me wrong. The way that Corey is dressed, I mean, these are the kind of clothes that I would like to wear to be comfortable and whatnot, right? But Corey kind of always, again, he got a little bit of a funky style, a fun style, funky style, right? To a certain degree. Have to admit, when you're having a serious conversation, it would have really helped Corey if Corey would have had a button up on. He would have had a way easier time keeping himself composed. It was because his body was inside that hoodie that he had a hard time keeping himself together. I'm dead ass though. Like you feel differently about yourself when you have on a blazer, especially when it's like a nice blazer that fits your body pretty good. You know, like having on nice shit in general makes you look at things differently. You hear things differently. You experience everything differently, right? So. In the video you saw earlier too, with the girl with the bonnet on. That bonnet, she was in her bed. She put the bonnet on, right? So she put that bonnet on and those pajama pants. She probably didn't even know where she was. She started sleepwalking. That's why she had no shoes on. And through that sleepwalk, she got into a different level of just I don't know, man, just being a demon. I don't know. A demon? A demon? Is that? Let's go with demon.
That was good though. Peace, man. Be responsible for in this country as the downfall of it. I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I?
Destroyed the nation? What the fuck you talking about, nigga? What? That doesn't make sense. What point are you getting to? He said, have you talked about Caucasian males and how they destroyed the nation? What do you mean by that? How was the nation destroyed? Okay, so what would happen in lieu of that? Do you feel as though black men I'm just saying, I don't think we're actually saving the nation necessarily as a whole. I mean, I think this is a concerted effort, but again, that's a pointless. There's no point to talking about to saying that. And also, not only that, what are you talking about? In what ways? It's such a layered conversation. But it's like, but the overall point. All right, so are you saying that you would like him more if he made videos going directly at white men? When people make content, they mostly address their peers in their community and people look like them. And that's why people who look like them are watching them. Right? Most of the time when the content creator is going at or talking harshly about people who don't look like them, it's because it's a cross-cultural phenomenon or a thing that went viral, right? But these are the kind of conversations that broke niggas want to have with you. Now, I'm gonna lie. As soon as I started hearing Corey talk like this, I started saying, oh shit, I didn't realize how broke he might be in comparison to niggas who really got money and whatnot, right? I didn't realize how rinky dink all this was until he started talking like this. And that's the thing about, when you stand next to certain shit, right? Like you could when you see it, you can have a girl that's cute, or your girl could be cute, right? But in your mind, you may feel like you're really attracted to your girl, but you don't know how attractive your girl is until you see her around, next to, or in the vicinity of another attractive woman. And don't get me wrong, sometimes that girl she just has a number on your girl, right? Or she's just finer than your girl. But there's levels to how much more attractive this attractive woman is than your girl. If it's to the point where your girl become invisible, that's bad. That's bad. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold that L. You know what I'm saying?
Cash.
Hold it.
Touch that.
Shit, I've been stealthing. You know what I mean?
He's been stealthing women.
Stealthing them.
Like taking the condom off while he's hitting it.
Alright, so that's how all this started. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of Corey this
you can get
this ruining his career. I know he ain't damn man, shit's crazy. But we're gonna go ahead and play
all kinds of things done. Look, I would never walk up on a man like I walked up on dude. I knew he was bumping his gums. I knew nothing was gonna happen how I walked up on him. But except for like when you arguing with a female. Because that's all he did was yap after he backed up. Because when I first sat down, I was right up on him. Then after that, he kept yapping. A little bit after that, because I kept telling him, I don't do that sucking shit. He kept yapping. So I'm like, I say I suck again.
This is a terrible point. And the rules of men, when a nigga say let's go out back, if a nigga say let's fight and you don't fight, that has always been bad. It will be bad for anyone. Had you done that, now mind you, this is after yo, when I watched it again, like my comedic mind, first of all, even what he has on right now, this is a dirtbag outfit. he's in prime dirtbag mode for like a dirtbag nigga. This right here is like his armor. It's like this whole sweater and shit, the hat, the do. There's no need to have a do-rag under this hat. You on demon time. This right here is a real old nigga outfit because old niggas put do-rags under hats. But anyway, brother, you getting on here to talk about that like you got the best of him is crazy. Niggas said let's go out back and you didn't do nothing. So here's what's going on. This is going viral. Corey, and here's the thing too. Everything Corey is doing is broke nigga activity. Where's that? Where's that? Hold on. First of all, bitch.
Bitch, I ain't never been happy.
Nigga activity, bro nigga activity. Killing what you hoes is a bro nigga activity.
I was watching the dumper and he made a point about. I was watching the dumper and he made a point about, yo, watch how people are reacting to this and people who are justifying what Corey is saying. So Corey is talking about how he thinks Anton's daughter's unattractive and talking about her looks and calling her ugly and shit like that, right? And it's like everything he's doing says that you've watched that clip over and over again. Men who have any respect for themselves, especially men who are masculine, the way they see themselves is that, yo, it doesn't matter if he ain't the most toughest guy. He cannot sleep at night feeling as though a dude punked him. He cannot sleep at night feeling like, oh, make sure this shit playing. Okay. All right. Yeah, he cannot sleep at night feeling like a dude punked him, got the best of him, or made him look bad or humiliated him as a man, right? So, being as though Corey didn't deal with it like a man, because like, yo, first of all, none of it had to happen. Y'all could have just been talking y'all shit. It could have got loud for a second and then came down. Corey chose to say, let's switch seats, which was funny as hell. The image of it was so funny. Then he getting all close to Anton, and it's like, yo, I think you just drunk, and you moved before you thought, and now it's like, all right, well, now I'm here, right? And all right, well, fuck it, now we're here. So you see, really, the same thing that happened in the video that I showed you earlier with a girl. She showed up to her boyfriend's house after she was driven by the spirit of the bonnet and the pajama pants. Most of you do not have the will to overcome the demon that will arise if you combine pajama pants and the bonnet. I'm just, trying to give you a warm embrace. You know what I'm saying? Trying to wrap you in. My warm embrace. You feel me? And I'm chill out, Gladys. Gotta put Gladys away. She a little freaky. She got a little hair in her chin, but she good people. More on Gladys later. But but you see how when someone's emotional, right? And especially if you're already an emotional person, what happens is they get excited quick and their adrenaline pumps quick. So you also saw adrenaline pump. And sometimes when adrenaline pumps, the person cannot think about what they're doing, and it's hard to look cool in front of the camera because you're acting with adrenaline, because you guys are having a natural conversation. Corey is probably not someone who really prepares much of a show either, nor was he prepared to have a conversation with Anton. Told y'all before, this nigga is holding a mic like he on stage, and that's how we know how old Corey is. There's no need to ever hold the mic. Not really. But anyway, so he's holding the mic, having this conversation, and as soon as he saw it out, as soon as he saw a way to get out of what Anton's realm is, because he knows, all right, I can't really defeat him in this kind of conversation, and I'm not really a debater. But here's the thing, though, and here's the whole monolith thing that black men have going on. Black men will feel like if they're interacting, they can't just accept, okay, that guy's smarter than me, or that guy has leveled up past where I'm at in life, and I can learn from him. In his mind, what he thinks is, all right, well, how can I bring him down here? How can I bring him down? And don't you ever let any of these dirty niggas bring you down here. I mean, down to their level. Because a broke nigga always want to bring you, because that's the only way that he could beat you, because in his mind, you just existing. Just you existing, just you breathing, going, you beat him. He know that, but you may not know that. You're going to win more in life when you recognize your wins and losses and your relationship to winning and losing. Like when I start realizing, oh wow, is that how you feel about me? Is that how I'm making you feel? Listen, I've experienced this shit because I've been around niggas who are doing pretty good for themselves, and I've been around niggas who ain't got nothing. And I can confirm for you, I can do it. I can tell you about it. Broke niggas hate everyone, and they really hate on successful niggas. They resent success because in their mind, they don't see themselves in you. Pause. And in their mind, they have an inferiority complex. And again, people always want to bring you to their level. If someone's happy, they want to bring you to their level of happiness. Someone's laughing, they want to tell you the joke and bring you to their level. If somebody is eating good and they near you and whatnot, I mean, if they got enough, they say, "Hey, you want some? right? It's human nature to share what you have to share, right? Men out there, any men, anyone you have anything going for yourself. The moment you see someone, the moment a conversation stops making sense, not because you don't like the conversation, but the moment a conversation, when you start feeling like, okay, what are we talking about, or that's not what we're talking about, or we're getting off subject, pay attention. Because again, it's like you also maybe I think another analogy could also be like it's their attempt to grab the steering wheel, you know what I'm saying, and try to rustle the steering wheel. And again, it's like now you can let them drive, or you can find a way to get their hands off the steering wheel. But people like this, what they'll do is, and they've been doing it their whole life, is they start grabbing that steering wheel, and at some point they convince you to stop steering, let them steer, and then shit goes left because you can't steer the car from the passenger side, right? But that's who they are. That's what they do. Rather than let the person who can actually drive know where they're going, they try to drive the car from the passenger. That's sabotage. You can't be around people who are threatened by your very existence, uncomfortable by your very. He was already uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? He don't even like he, and then also bothered me was him trying to make Mika sound like some mystery girl, because people didn't know who he was talking about. And when I heard him like saying, you walk in here with a woman who not your wife and whatnot, you walk in here, with a bitch who ain't your wife. Explain the bitch. And it was just like, what? This is after Anton finally walked off after all the back and forth. But going back to the original point, when niggas, now this is black dude code as well. If a nigga offer you a fade and you don't fight the nigga, or y'all don't, you know what I'm saying, at least try to fight and whatnot, you look bad. That don't look good. When niggas went as far as saying that don't matter, or you're overlooking that, no, Corey didn't want to fight. You got confrontational and you bucked up. A dude who was smaller than you said, we can go out back right now. We can go fight right now. When in the history of confrontations, when someone says we can go fight right now and they stand up, it's one thing if Anton just did it because he disagreed with you. He did it because you got up, switched seats with his co-host so you can get closer to him, and then so you can yell and argue in his face and everything. And then I think after that, I think you did threaten him, and that's where he said, yo, listen, we can go out back right now. I'm with it. Then said, yo, I'm here right now. And he don't got to keep telling you. First of all, he wasn't saying suck my dick or you suck dick. That's another thing too. When niggas don't like somebody, you will try to find a way to make them wrong. They bought it on themselves and whatnot. And the way that you niggas is responding in the comment section, this is all about. You view, like, another thing too. Black men look at other black men who are successful as extensions of white people because you associate success and wealth and all that type of shit with whiteness. So, and because it's in your low vibrational behavior to try to hate people you don't know and hold grudges with people you don't know, it takes energy to hold grudges. It takes energy not to like people. Which is why you shouldn't go around trying to form the opinion of, I don't like this person. I don't like this person. Because all that shit take energy. You being indifferent preserves energy. That's myself. Because I get mad at a lot of different shit. And I had to try not to give into the spirit of the broke nigga. Broke nigga activity. You know what I mean?
Bro nigga activity. Killing what you want is a bro nigga activity.
Bro nigga. But seriously though, anger and confusion is a part of being broke. You know, and now when I say broke and whatnot, it's more so like I have to support my, like my son, give money to like towards my son and stuff like that. Other stuff he may need, emergencies, my own stuff. You know what I mean? So I have to pay for a really expensive life. I make really good money, but I have a really expensive life. So when I say I'm broke for me. These niggas is broke as in they see their grandma every day. they see grandma all the time. They see grandma all the time, or they see a lot of their family all the time because they got to live together. All right. And yeah, it's life. So anyway, it levels to the shit. But there's also certain things that men who are getting money, because you have to be focused, you have to be serious. And there's certain things, and not only, I'm sorry, most importantly, what all men who are getting to the back, what they have in common is they have an appreciation and they value time, and they don't want to waste time. So in the spirit of not wasting time, you become smarter because you make it a point to know what you're talking about. All right? And know what you're doing. So, again, so many different things going on here, right? So you have one person who makes it the point to know what they're talking about, and the other person, you're from a different realm. You tell jokes sometimes, and and you got a pretty good shot. I think the 5150 platform is a pretty good platform. But in that regard, when I saw him interact with him, I started saying, okay, that means this show ain't getting you the kind of money you should be getting. You have not figured out how to monetize this show properly. Probably because you got mad vices and shit like that. Because Corey got vices. You know what I'm saying? What's my? Man, I don't know. Nah, he definitely stealthing.
He's been stealthing women.
Stealthing.
Like pushing the condom off while he's hitting it.
You know what I'm saying? I cannot believe.
Oh my God! I can't believe this. Yo, I can't believe.
No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man.
Corey Holcomb broke his silence after a week of not really interact. Notice that?
Shout out to Foster Media. He'll need my shout out, but shout out to Foster Media.
He denounced black people in my face. And I still was able to keep it cool.
Right.
But sex play, that'll get me up out my seat.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, this nigga is hilarious. Like, he's serious, but all this sounds ridiculous. You said sex play. I gotta clip that up. Sex play get me out my seat.
Sex play. So all of the black people who taking up for him, I wish you better with yourself. Because he really ain't even supposed to be able to walk the streets where we at. If you really want to know the truth. But I ain't worried about that. I ain't sending nobody his way or nothing. I'm just saying, because he sent people his way himself. Yeah. Up here talking about, I was up on your shit. Man, I ain't never said this before in my life. He was bragging about being up here. Right. I never said this before, but I'm going to say this for the first time. Because I moved out here in 2000. I've been here 25 years. First 30 years I was in Chicago, but I've been here 25 years. I think I earned the right to say this. He talking about how he ran up on this LA, homie. You think you got a pass to come back here after saying that? Homie, I know these boys out here. These boys out here operate in chaos. It ain't supposed to make sense. That's how they do it out here. I found that out when I moved out here. Because I was like, well, why do you... And this one dude, when I did this movie, I forgot his name. I think his name was Big Slice. OG nigga from out here, ain't no joke. He was explaining to me. He said, that's how we do it out here. We operate in chaos.
Man.
Chaos.
What he's talking about is a bunch of shit that don't matter as long as you don't be around these broke ass niggas. You'll never have to deal with none of these politics, none of this shit, as long as you don't talk to these broke ass niggas. Like, these are only things you deal with when you are living around these niggas. Which tells me that, damn, Corey broke, bro. Because, like, yo, if you're doing good, you living somewhere good, you will never have to talk to these niggas. You will never have to interact with these niggas. All right? Also, don't nobody need to come to California. Like, don't nobody need to come to California, and no distant niggas over there, right? But what he's getting into is things that only matter if you want to buy into that lifestyle. And the thing is that what you talking about don't help black men with nothing. He shouldn't be able to walk the street. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, you like the way you talk is crazy. Anyway, I want to get to his comments on the little girl.
He has mastered a wickedly brilliant way to get people to clickbait what he's doing. And It's a very dangerous way to live. It's a dangerous way to live because the things he did during this week, he really played himself. Because he has nothing else to do but talk crazy and act like he's doing this and act like he's doing that. Homie.
Well, that, you know,
thanks for not beating me up. That's all I got to say. Thanks for not beating me up, dude. Whatever.
No, and we're gonna stop it right there because this wasn't what I wanted to say. So this nigga right here knows he look crazy. So this isn't really the part. The part that everyone's talking about basically is when he makes it the point to bring up this man's kid, right? And let's see.
Even Somalians, they're not black. I'm an Afro female.
You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter? Manipulate. Get dude off the screen. Get dude off the screen, man. Who the fuck is that, nigga? This motherfucker cat. I'm the captain now. Look at it. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog. You got to make it where your shit come out with a boy. I said it might not sit well because I talked about the offspring you had with that thing. I know you can make a better looking baby than that. I'm willing to show you, goddammit. I will take vitamins to make sure I shoot to the spot where the cute baby at in the back of you. You brag on...
Are you talking about getting anti-pregnant? Whenever niggas start saying the worst shit possible, they've lost in their mind. Don't ever get pulled into this right here. I'm like, what did that man kids have to do with anything? This is wild. Like, yo, when people start talking about people's kids, that's why. And again, these be the kind of niggas that y'all gonna champion. People are actually, there shouldn't be no debate. Even with the first interaction, he's a guest on your show and you're being hostile towards a guest on your show. That's not hospitable. You don't do that. It's one thing if Anton was rude, but when someone's a guest in your house, you're not rude to your guests, right? And not only that, he wasn't letting things happen organically. He forced that whole moment, and that's how it got out of control. Even right now, you're forcing all this shit. Anton is better at content than you. Anton has a bigger platform than you. Anton was better even in the moment. You was freestyling and unable to maintain logic even right now. This look crazy. But this is the hater mindset. Let me tell you something. This is what you get when you create a rest haven for hoes and a safe haven for haters. When you make niggas feel comfortable with doing the wrong thing. It's also come from doing the wrong thing. On Six Paths TV, we refine on a daily basis our idea of right from wrong because life is ever changing. We're ever changing. And you have to think about stuff like that. You can't just say, all right, well, no, your ideas of morality, your idea from right from wrong, your ideas of bad choices and good choices should be elevating and that's part of maturity on a daily basis. So you trying to say that you're not more mature than you was when you was 25? You was 15, maybe you're not. And one of the reasons why a lot of us don't elevate and grow into actual adults who are mature adults is because you if you think you can never be wrong, there can be no correction. The girl you saw earlier, Corey, rather than admitting to, hey, listen, we went back and forth and whatnot, you know what I mean? You know, like we got into it and everything, and you know, shit just got a little bit out of control. Corey made it confrontational every step of the way. Anton was responding to how he was coming. You made it seem as though you wanted to fight first, and he didn't back down from you. And maybe you didn't mean to try and back him down, but it was like, all right, it got there. Basically, that's what they call escalation. The situation escalated. One of the reasons why a lot of you niggas can't see what's wrong, and that's another thing too. If you sympathize or you justify what Corey is doing, people, one of the reasons why I'm making the videos because I'm seeing niggas in the comment section. I'm not going to get into the dumpers video right now, but I'm looking in the comment section and I'm seeing the same kind of sentiment I saw with the Drake and Kendrick thing where it's like, I want you to be a victim, and this is my reason for why I'm happy or I'm comfortable or I'm cool with you being a victim here, or you or someone basically having either unfair advantage or you being treated unfairly. People did not listen to Family Matters, or people were trying to ignore Family Matters. And this situation right here, the fact that there was a group of people, or even this loud minority, trying to sympathize or support Corey in this situation, tells you, yes, black people are totally capable of ignoring all facts and all logic, because we'll buy into an idea, we'll buy into a fantasy, we'll buy into, and again, it's about the culture. We love for the nigga that don't do shit right to be able to enjoy all the spoils, because when that happens, that means that, yo, I don't have to change or be anything. I'm sorry, that I don't have to change for my life to change. I don't have to be better for my life to be better. And that's another reason why a lot of us don't make the connection between, well, if you do better, you'll get better. Like, even when you hear women talk about just life you want to live, it's crazy. Like you want to do everything but be a good person to get this life. Like, you don't factor in, all right, well, I should still be a nice person and I should try to do the right thing. Like, I had a conversation with someone was telling me, like, yo, when they order stuff on Instacart, if they get the Instacart order wrong, they lie and just say that they didn't get the order. Which I'm like, fam, you putting strikes on that person's like record with the app. Don't get deplatformed for shit like that. Well, like, what if all y'all keep doing it? What if like multiple people do it at one time, and that person gets all these daggone strikes and whatnot? Now they deplatform because you want to get free food. You understand? Anywho, so it's late, man. I wanted to speak on this real quick before the night was over and everything. Make sure I said my piece, man. But we got ahead. Thanks for watching, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Peace. We out.